Namaskar. Hello and welcome to PGurus channel. I'm your host Sree Iyer. Joining me today is Sumit as we discuss the ongoing farmer agitation. As you know, today one farmer died in all this fracas, and they said, okay, we are going to call off the agitation by 2 days. Yet 2 days ago, Haryana policeman also died trying to keep law and order, and they did not bother. So there is certainly some sort of a urban naxal kind of an intent here that I can see. You might have already seen my monologue of one short, like 1 minute or so on this. So I hope you did, but more than that, now we're going to get a little bit more perspective, a little more feedback from the ground with Sumit Ji. Sumit Ji, namaskar, Ram Ram, how are you?
Sir, namaskar, pranam, vanakkam, sadhuval, all fine and great, sir. Ji.
Sumit, so this farmers agitation, every day they keep changing the goalposts. Every meeting they keep changing something, they add more things. So they don't want to settle. They want this thing burning for a long time. Now the question that is in many people's minds is, driving a tractor on a national highway is illegal. What the heck was 𝗣𝗚𝗍𝗍 government doing? They should have apprehended these tractors on the highways as soon as they got on them from close to their village. I mean, we are going to show you some videos, guys. Your hair is going to stand on its end. If you look at the fortifications that the so-called tractors have been done. So, Sumit ji, enlighten us, why is the government giving them such a long rope?
Sri sir, thank you very much. Let's do the Sree Ganesha of this in the name of Bhagwan Sree Ganesh. Now, what is happening here is a very complex paradigm of things and situations which is being manifested just before the election at the right mix and proportions to cost maximum damage and to create maximum ruckus. Idea is as usual international. You have to hit international, because I have now got today, I think I have got 4 parts of this program, which I will try to explain everything which has happened. So in the first part, we'll talk about some figures. Second part, we'll talk about demands. Third part, we'll talk about the economic impact. And fourth part, we'll talk about something which is completely hilarious. When I will tell you, you will not believe what I'm telling is true. So these are the 4 parts to expose this complete agenda. First and the most important part is, I will repeat to set the context, and it's very, very, very important to set the context. First, 6% of the farmers of this country are covered by MSP, 94% are not, have not been. 24 or 26 crops under MSP, we grow more than 1,000 crops. So just to get a feel of the numbers. There are 15 crore Kisan families or Kisan households in the country, which roughly adds to around 60 crore people, 50-60 crore people. Point number 4, this MSP was a 1960s Soviet era thing, which was introduced when we were food deficient. Today, you control 40% of the food production of the world, forget India. Point number 5, we have 4 times wheat and rice in our storages, what we need as a country, 4 times already. And there are new crops which are coming. So these are the 5 major points which you have to always remember when you talk of a Kisan protest. And this is the protest of the farmers, a particular section, a particular group of farmers of Punjab only. This has nothing to do with the nation as such. These are 5-6 important points which we should, I keep on repeating them so that you can always get the context. Matlab, bhai, baat kahan ho rahi? What are we going to talk about? What is the context? So these are the 5 points. Now, when we met last time, I think we did it on Monday, I believe, or Monday we spoke about the Kisan protest, right, sir? Monday or Tuesday we spoke about it. That point of time, we were talking about, nahi, bilkul Ram Ram ji, 2 baar Ram Ram, Jai Jai Siya Ram. So if I missed it, I apologize, I'll compliment it. Har Har Mahadev, Jai Jai Siya Ram. So now I'm going to make my greeting shorter. Next time I'll only say Ram Ram. That is a better way of addressing anybody to everybody. Now, coming back to the discussion. Now, what we have here is, here we have a very different connotation. Now, that government came up with a scheme. Okay, we are ready with your MSP. We will guarantee you the MSP, but these are the 5 crops we want you to grow, and we'll buy and we'll give the money. Why do we want to give you these 5 crops? First of all, the land of Punjab is suited for that. Secondly, the amount of quantum of fertilizer and water table going down, it can lead the land barren. And thirdly, a lot of this food is getting rejected in the international markets because they don't deem it fit for animal consumption, for human consumption, sorry. And even, what we are doing with a lot of such food, we are converting it into animal feed, or we are converting it into molasses or something like that. So we are buying at a golden, मतलब कहते हैं ना, सोने के दाम खरीदते, कोड़ियों के दाम बेचते हैं. So that is what exactly is happening. So with all these things going on, this was a very, very wise formula. What did we discuss that day, sir? We discussed that these people are going to come back. They said, okay, we'll give us 2 days. By 21st, we'll come back. This is what the normal condition was. But you know what happened? I think it was 1 a.m. in the night, same day, when we were doing it last Monday. I am reading major news portals because I had come to know they have rejected it, but I didn't want to jump the gun as usual. And let me get from. So when the major media outlets confirmed, look, the demand is rejected. Now you will say, bhai, how are these people so smart? They are working faster than 𝗒𝘅. How could they reach to millions of farmers? They say they have the millions of farmers. And how could they even reach all the farmers of Punjab? They could talk, they could debate, they could get the consensus. And within 2 hours, they knocked down the proposal. No, this is not workable. Though MSP on those crops was guaranteed, you could produce as much as you want because we were paying money to import it. So it makes all the sense if it is grown locally. It will restore the soil nutrient balance. It will not consume so much of water, and we will not have to buy wheat and paddy, which we have 4 times the stock already. And let me also remind you one more thing. Farmer of Madhya Pradesh who grows maximum wheat in the country has no problem. He's happy with whatever the system is. Farmer of West Bengal who grows maximum rice in the country is again happy with what it is. He has no problem. It's only this set of farmers in Punjab, they have the problem. Now, with all these things happening, my mind was baffling. Sree sir, what is this about? Yeah, how in 2 hours they dropped it? Why did they drop it and how did it got dropped? It has a Canada connection. Yes, you got me right. It has a Canada connection. It's not the puppeteer is in Canada. Of course, the puppeteers are in Canada. But there is one more connection of Canada which is very, very strong. The dals or the lentils which India asked, the Piyush Goyal asked these so-called farmers, so-called farmers to grow is exactly what we import. Now let me give you some data. The lentils which we import from China, Canada, by the way, Canada is where we get the maximum of these lentils imported. Out of the total lentil import bill, 50% money goes to Canada. More than 50% of the lentils are imported from Canada. And I think there's a province, Sichuan, and Sichuan are some provinces where they are mostly grown. And some people even say there's a nice cultivation in Quebec. We are importing 485,000 metric tons of lentils from Canada. 4,85,000 metric tons of lentils from Canada, and these exactly were the lentils which we could grow in Punjab, which were requested by the government of India, kindly grow them in Punjab. And sir, what is the money Canada gets for it? Last year, around $500 million. So the moment Piyush Goyal said, bhai, this I am importing from Canada, I want you to grow this here, I am ready to give you the money. But the problem kya hai? Story mein twist kya hai? If they agree it, immediately Canada will lose $500 million. And our dependence on Canadian lentils will be over. Now, in Canadian universities, this year 50 to 60% of the student admissions are already down. As the puppeteers, as the people controlling the shots are in Canada, and they are, we saw that caricature Pannu last time saying it's your jameen hai, toddi fasal hai, all crap. So basically, immediately a phone call went to Canada. They did the numbers and they shredded it. That is how Sree sir, within 2 hours, the proposal gets shot down. Within 2 hours. What was supposed to take 2 days worked faster than 𝗒𝘅 and faster than a Rafale and got you results in 2 hours. Believe it, huh? Good. Because you only had to make a phone to Papaji in Canada. Papaji said, oh, nahi yaar, cancel. Because it meant loss to the people who were financing this protest. Ji.
See, this is going to cost them dear. Why I say that is anyone with an OCA card found to be doing anti-India activities, even by making statements, they are going to have their OCA cards withdrawn there will be cancelled, and you have to apply for visa every time you want to come to India. And you can tell, I mean, they are going to check at what kind of a past you've had. So most likely you are not going to get a visa. That's the first step. Second step, if you continue to do this thing, the land that you own in India will be confiscated by the government. मैं सीधी सी बात बोल रहा हूं मैं.
बिल्कुल.
Modi is not the kind of person तुम डराओगे हम डर जाएंगे, तुम मराओगे हम मर जाएंगे. No horse play here. You are, ये थोड़ा अकल की बात करना है आपको, सोचना है. Please think about what you are trying to do. You're going to, because this is the other racket they run, Sumit. Sorry to digress just a little bit.
No, sure.
The youth of Punjab want to go and settle in Canada. No education, no experience, maybe a little bit of farming here and there, but they have a godfather sitting in Canada who will buy their land, whatever 𝗤𝗍𝗃 ज़मीन that they have here. They'll take that land and they'll say, okay, you transfer the land to this benami of mine. He will find you a ticket and then you come here. So their latest was to try and land in Nicaragua. From Nicaragua, they are going to go to walk through the, along with all these Venezuelans who are coming to the US, walk with them and somehow melt into United States and then find their way into Canada. So they have mules who will take care of all these things. Now, if this route is going to get stopped, I mean, also I'm telling all my brothers and sisters from Punjab, don't fall for this, okay? They treat you like dirt there. You are illegal. So you are completely at their mercy on what you can do, what you cannot do. So be aware of this. And Canada is a very harsh country in terms of weather. You can only grow one crop, maybe 1.5. I'm making up this. One crop only is you can grow. Okay, there's a vast lands for which they need hands to grow even this one crop. But that is what they are aiming to do. So just understand where you are headed, what you are going for. Punjab will look like heaven when you go through the cold there. Very, very, very tough. I'm just telling you because बैठे इतना बड़ा जगह है Canada. I'll go and make my own farm there. Very, very difficult. Very difficult. The entire Canadian population is within 100 kilometers of the US border. And Canada is a bigger than US size. So after that, there's nothing. Wild country. Nothing. So understand from somebody who has lived in that region for many, many years. You are being exploited by some uncouth rascals. That's all I can tell you. Let's go back to our topic, sir. Sorry.
No, sir, it's a very interesting dimension which you add. Let me tell them. This 𝗏𝗏 district area where this pulses are grown or lentils are grown is one of the coldest in the Canada. And this land has around 100,000 farmers which are dependent on that. There used to be 5,000, the number has gone to 100,000. So these people want that ecosystem to run. That ecosystem only runs on pulses getting exported. And pulses, where are they imported? Into Canada. So we are paying around 500 millions to Canada and maybe 600 millions to other people. We are spending more than $1 billion on import of pulses. When the government told you, bhai, you grow the pulses here, I'll give the MSP and soil will be good, land will be good, water tables will be good, everything will be good. So suddenly, within 2 hours, how did the magic happen within 2 hours? Because somebody called Canada, or bhai, kya karna? Bola, arey, ye to hamara paisa gaya. So that is how Sree sir, within 2 hours, the proposal got scuttled. And when did it got scuttled? It got scuttled at 1:15 a.m. in the night. Do you believe it? रात के 1:15 बजे रात को, I don't know who was talking to whom in which village and how did they content it, because they were talking to Canada. It got scuttled. So Sree sir is making a good point. 100 OCI cards are cancelled, by the way, more than 100, and more are in the list. You lose land, you lose everything. So that is point number 1. Point number 2, I want to tell you. So there is where the Canada connection is. Exactly when the Canada got hit, the proposal got grounded. I'll talk about more hypocrisy of it. Last time, the so-called farmer protest, costed India 35,000 crores a day. That is precisely, $500 million a day. So if you do it for 30 days, 15 billion. If you do it for 16 days, 30 billion. If you do it for 3 months, 45 billion. Today it is costing us 500 to 600 crores per day. It's almost $100 million per day. $100 million per day. Huh? So it is not, it is free. That is the point I want to know. So if people say I have a right to protest, or no. You have a right to protest where you don't cause destruction to life and energy, and don't disrupt the economy of the country. You are costing $100 million a day. And trust me, there is a day you will all pay from your nose much more than that what you costed the country. It will come. I'm telling you today. When it will come, I don't know how it will be settled. It will be settled. But this is what is happening. Now, what happened yesterday? Yesterday, one more unfortunate incident happened. The unfortunate incident was there's a border in Haryana, wherein these so-called farmers, so-called peaceful farmers doing peaceful protest, they got that parali. Parali, sir, that what you call the leftover of the plants now, that what you call subtle, what is the word used? What they burn, the subtle burning or something, na? Kuch kehte hai na? Stubble burning, yeah, stubble burning. Now, you know what did they do? They put lal mirch, red chili powder in big quantities into it. And there was a police unit. They geared it, they encircled it. They burned that parali. So these police walas were outnumbered. They started inhaling those poisonous fumes. And when you inhale that red chili fumes along with parali, smoke, black smoke with the red chili flakes into it, it really puts you in a very bad state. Do you know what happened then? Then they attacked them from everywhere with stones, with lathis, and with gandasi. Gandasi is the one which is used to cut the crop. Yesterday, Haryana, this U-shaped kind of a thing. We used to cut the crop.
Hari.
We call it gandasi, so nomenclature might change. Sachin bhai can show a picture if it's possible. Now, with these, and even there are reports that with Phala and this Barsa and whatever, those spears and all, they got attacked. There are 14 people of Haryana police who are critical, between life and death. And the number has gone up. Some people are telling me it's 19, it's 20, but I'll go by what is declared yesterday. It is 14 people. As per declared by Haryana police, as a lady officer who declared it. And there's one officer who lost his life. Now, for the sake of God, I don't know how many people more will be injured. Already there was one batch of 30 police officers who got injured before this. There are 14 people which are critical. Mark my words, sir, it is critical. Kuch bhi ho sakta hai. One person has lost his life, and they are so-called peaceful protesters of Punjab. And I was on a TV debate when one lady was telling me, it's basically the Haryana police is trying to stop them. And I literally gave her a peace of mind, and she left the show, which is okay. Today you tell me why Bhagwant Maan is letting them come in here. And if Bhagwant Maan ji is so poised or so passionate about this whole thing, why doesn't he declare the scheme will be applicable in Punjab? He has the rights legally, technically, or by any means to say, bhai, I can give it in Punjab, and Rahul Gandhi should give it in Karnataka. So what is stopping Mr. Maan, where the 99.99% of the farmers are coming from, saying that Punjab will give it, the issue will settle there? Why do you want to go to Modi? Your chief minister can give it to you. Right? This is a logical end. Why do you want to go to Modi? Here, the farmers from Western UP have not joined you. Here, the farmers from Haryana have not joined you. And I have videos, it's a bit of gali-galoch, but where the Haryana farmers are telling them, if they come here, forget the Haryana police, we will not let them cross Haryana. We will stop them, we will not let them cross Haryana. So, even the canard which was being built, that we have Punjab, Haryana and UP farmers with us, no. Not even a section of farmers from Haryana and UP are with you. It's only a section of farmers from Punjab which are causing this ruckus. No, the story doesn't end there. There's more dimensions. So we know the Canada angle. We know how many police walas are injured. And again, now, Sachin bhai, if you can play that video of that, what the hell that is, then that will add more into it.
ਕਿਸਾਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਭਾਈ ਪੋਪਰਨ ਲੈ ਆਂਦੀ ਆ ਜੀ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ 21 ਫਰਵਰੀ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜਾ 11 ਵਜੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸ਼ੰਭੂ ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਭਾਈ ਬੈਰੀਕੇਡ ਪੁੱਟਨੇ ਆ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਭਾਈ ਵੇਖੋ ਜੀ ਪੋਪਲਨ ਲੈ ਆਂਦੀ। ਪੋਪਲਨ ਵੀ ਵੇਖੋ ਤਿਆਰ ਕੀਤੀ ਆ ਕਿਸਾਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਲੋਹੇ ਦੀ ਚਾਦਰ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੋਦੀ ਦੀ ਤੇ ਖੱਟਰ ਦੀ ਗੋਲੀ ਆਉਣੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਕਿਸਾਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਨੁਕਸਾਨ ਨਾ ਪਹੁੰਚਾ ਸਕੇ। ਆ ਵੇਖੋ ਭਾਈ ਪੌਪਰਾਂ ਲੈ ਆਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਜੀ, ਕਿਸਾਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਬੈਰੀਕੇਡ ਪੁੱਟੇ ਜਾਣਗੇ ਭਾਈ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਮਨਾਂ 'ਚ ਛੱਗ ਹੀ।
What is this? This is a barricade buster. It's a JCB modified into a barricade buster. They are saying on 21st of February, we'll go to Shambhu border and we'll dismantle all the barricades. And this must have costed 1 crore or more than that, maybe 1.5, I don't know. So you are seeing how JCBs have been got into picture to dismantle. And by that time, we have already 100 Haryana police men who are injured, and we have 14 of our brothers who are critical, including lady police officers are injured. You have seen what is being done. And these are so-called peaceful farmers doing peaceful protest. We have shown you the videos how how it has been converted to tanks. Now we are showing you one more video how JCBs have been brought. They have been gotten and they will be used to break these barricades. I was on a TV debate with a ex-commissioner and a very senior police officer, and he was of complete very clear view. He says such people have to be stopped at any cost. Whoever is driving that JCB has to be eliminated at any cost, because if you let the JCB come and break through, you'll have a lot of people dead, and then the catastrophe which will happen will be much more important. So I think what I am getting to hear from the echelons of power and the grapevine here and there is that nobody will be allowed to do that. Now, can somebody explain me what this has to go out with the MSP? How will it get him the MSP? You have money to buy those 2 crore rupees toys. You have money for those 3.5 crore SUVs, and your so-called Punjab-Canada. And what is your love for wheat and rice? Why not a arhar ki dal or a moong dal or a cotton? You're farmers, right? How does it matter to you? And I'll tell you one more dimension. Economic, I have told you this, I have told you. Then I will show you one last video which will settle the whole case. Then you move forward. And I'm going to tell you some things which you will not believe me, but you can check them and cross-verify. First important data point. The subsidies given to farmers are around 2% of the GDP of the country. 2%. Okay? It is the money given as subsidies to the farmers is more than the money this country spends on the defense of the country, where it is lives and livelihoods of 1.4 billion people. The spend on education is 2.1% of the budget, and approximately around that is on farmer subsidies. And farmers are not happy. Punjab farmers are not happy. Kuch nahi hai. What do they want? I'll tell you. First of all, they're saying all kinds of loans should be waived off. Tractor loans, kisan loan, bijli loan, kuch bhi loan ho waive off karo. Then bijli, pani, everything should be free. Bijli, pani, everything should be free. My MSP should cover anything to everything. Even if I want to grow grass, you have to buy that and pay me money for that, because I want to grow grass. You can't tell me what to grow. I'll grow whatever. You have to find money and give it to me. Right? Now you will come to the interesting part of it. So you want all your loans waived off, which are thousands and thousands of crores. You want everything to be given to you at free, right? And you want a guaranteed MSP, which is many folds of this MSP. You will grow whatever you want. You want all the farms, crops to be covered under MSP, and you don't want to listen to the government of India. I don't want to listen to you. I will still grow wheat and paddy. You need it, you don't need it. You make animal feed out of it. You buy at 1,200 rupees a quintal and sell it for 100 rupees a quintal. The exchequer, the taxpayer of the India is making the money. And I will not pay you even 1 nickel in tax. Main tax nahi dunga. I will not pay you anything in tax. So because we are andatas, so-called andatas. Now, a farm labor has no rights, right? A baniya doing a shop or I doing a shop has no rights. A plumber has no rights. An electrician has no rights. A doctor has no rights. An engineer has no rights. A mazdoor has no rights, right? A retired person has no rights. A chole kulche wala has no rights, because we are the farmers and we need everything in free. We need assured bonus and we have all the rights. Now I'm going to talk to you more interesting than this. Ye abhi interesting nahi hai. The interesting is going to come more interesting. Now, what the poor farmers are saying, allegedly, they're saying, dekho bhaiya, so one of all, we want everything free. Then I told you they want every farmer who is above 60 years must be given a 10,000 rupees pension. So by that logic, Sri sir, we need 15 crores into 10,000. Sachin bhai, if you can do the mathematics, I don't know how many million, billion they are. I never dare to pick up my calculator to do it. And there is one more dichotomy to it. The dichotomy to it is, now I have a household where there's a farmer and a wife. So technically both are farmers, because even the wife would have worked somewhere down in the field. So this money becomes 20,000. So 20,000, 2,40,000 per household should be given to everybody. Should be given to, what I said is, she said, I said 10,000 rupees into 15 crore. 15 crore houses are there in India, right? Now, if there's a male and a female, that means 20,000 rupees into 15 crore. I don't know how many billions are. My mathematics is not so good. I never dare to touch it. And you will be saying, no, Sumit, story has nahi, picture abhi baki hai mere dost. What I'm going to tell you next, you will fall off from your seats. You will fall off your feet. I'm telling you, I want all these subsidies. I want everything free. I want crop insurance, which you will pay the money. Now, two last things. Kya batao, sir? Now, we told them, bhai, there's already a lot of complaint about us. We are a part of WTO. We cannot increase the subsidies beyond this. We're already peaked to above the peak. You know what is the answer? Or WTO chhad do. Leave WTO. Out of 203 or 210 countries, only 8 are out of WTO. Even Pakistan is in WTO. Can imagine. Sree sir, if you leave WTO, do you know what is going to happen? You are not able to sell your medicines. You are not able to sell your IT. You are not able to sell your space programs. You are not able to sell your all trade is gone. Your $1 trillion of trade is gone. Khatam hai. 12 lakh crore. अब इसको रजत जी जरा इसको 20 से मल्टीप्लाई करो, डू इट बाय 20 एंड आई हैव टू गिव यू मोर मल्टीप्लिकेशन. 12 लाख करोड़ तो ये खर्चा है. नाउ इफ आई कम आउट ऑफ WTO, my all trade is gone, my 1 trillion of export is gone. India is finished, because we want this. We are Punjab farmers and we have our cheapest route supporting us. So WTO से निकल लो. Do you, I know I'm controlling, do you for the heck of God understand what does it mean WTO से निकल लो? I mean, you are wanting to make this country into Caracas, Venezuela, Rwanda banana hai isko. Whatever has been done in 75 years, you want it to go in 7 months, gone. And story doesn't end here. Rajat ji aur number nikalne aapko, zara taiyar raho. I'll give you more facts today. My God. WTO se nikal jao. So shut the country. Tala lagao. Sell the future of all the generations. Our generations are sold now. We'll do no trade in the world. We will be an island of 140 crore people, because we need all the subsidy. We need all the things. And the Canadian Prime Minister, which used to say why Indian farmers are not getting, their rights and all, when he goes to WTO, he complains about it. India is giving subsidies. So even 2% of the GDP subsidy is not good, sir. It's more the defense, but it is not good. It's almost as much as we spend on the education is not good. Go out from WTO. Sree sir, you are a technical man. Can you comprehend? We're leaving WTO. What will be left? What will happen to all the FTAs? What will happen to EXO? What will happen to all the arrangements we have done in the world? We are gone. Khatam. WTO से निकल लो. इतना ही नहीं, अब और बताऊंगा आगे. Now, you must have heard about this Manrega and Narega. Suna na aapne? What is this? If there's a landless labor, he's in some village, province or town, right? What happens? Government says him, I'll give you 70 rupees per day for 200 days. You have to dig a well, make a road, build a canal. There are a lot of work, and dig a pond and all. So you will be made to work. You will be given 21,000 rupees. So 70 into 30 is around 21,000 rupees, right? 21,000 rupees I will give you as a wage, and you have to do the work. You know what is the latest demand which nobody in the media is talking? आपको पता सर क्या है? I am a farmer. मेरा beach free, मेरा सारा loan waived, my pani free, I will go anything I want. I have all the things I have told you. I have a 3.5 crores SUV. I have this JCB which will cost 2 crores. I don't pay income tax, right? You buy anything from me, and I am getting 20,000 rupees for my father and mother already, which is 2,40,000 rupees. And after that, I'll pay no tax or anything. Now include me in Manrega. Do you believe it? When I am doing farming in my house, I want you to pay me 70 rupees per day for doing farming on my house, land and generating crops and selling those crops and not paying the tax where everything is free, where subsidies are 2% of GDP, and I want you to pay Manrega. So what does that mean? Oh, Rajat ji, zara number nikalne abhi aap. What does that mean? That means ki, my God, that means 10,000 for my father, 10,000 for my mother, and 21,000 for me. Now I'll say my wife is also a farmer and my brother is also a farmer. So for one household, you're talking maybe ₹1 lakh, 1 lakh rupees per month, 12 lakh साल का. कर लो राजा जी जरा 12 लाख into 15 crore कितना होता है? 12 lakhs into 15 crores. I don't know how much is it. Manrega. For farmers of Punjab, they have 3.5 crore SUVs. They have these 2 crore toys which they are using to bus bunkers. They want to be doing Manrega. If this is not absurd and political, what is it? Now you want a proof. Rajat ji, ab zara tab tak number nikalo. I don't know how much the number is. I never dared to do it. It's not I cannot, but I never dared to do it. It is, Rajat ji, what is it? I'll tell you. First, 10,000 for 60-year-old father. So I have a father and mother. I'm a farmer. 20,000 for them. Now I want to be a part of Manrega. So when I'm a part of Manrega, I'll get 20,000 rupees a month for working in my farm. Now I have a wife and I have a brother who's also a farmer. So they will get 20,000 each. So our family will get around 80,000 rupees or ₹1 lakh. And I have 15 crore such households. So 1 lakh into 15 crore. That is a number. That is the money I'm talking. Where will that money come? Do you think we are printing money in my backyard where I need to put few more printing presses? If this is not absurd demand, then what is it? And now you tell me, Sumit bhai, what is the politics of it? Politics kya bhai? Sachin bhai, show the next video. Zara next video dekhi, you will understand all the politics of it.
कोई नहीं जब तक मोदी और योगी खट्टर तीनों इस्तीफा नहीं देंगे मैं इन्हों का इस्तीफा दवाना सबसे पहला बाकी किसान पीछे हटते कोई नहीं इस्तीफा दवाऊंगे कि दवा भाई इस्तीफा भी दवाऊंगे किसान पीछे नहीं हटते दिल्ली का झंडा चढ़ाया पहला हुण वे चढ़ा दूंगे भाई बैरीकेड लगे हुए इस बार हथियार पूरे प्रबंध रहना इन्हां कोल जहाज साडे कोल भी किश्तियां अपनियां गुरु दे लाडले सिक्खा इन्हां नूं कोई फर्क नहीं पैंदा किश्ती भी लेके इन्हां तो ऊपर टप जूंगे फिर फौजियां दे ऊपर नूं टप के लंघ जूंगे पैरां तले थल्ले दे के लंघ जूंगे इन्हां नूं बाबा जज्बा कित्थों आंदा इन्हां किसानां दे विच किसानां दा आटोमैटिक जोश हुंदा इन्हां नूं वाहिगुरू ने जोश दित्ता जेड़ा जन्म तो सिੱਖ बन गया खानदानी सिੱਖ है ਉਹਦੇ अंदर जोश ही जोश आ ਉਹ ਕਦੇ ਘਬਰਾਉਂਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਕਾਸੇ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਘਬਰਾਉਂਦਾ ਸਮੁੰਦਰਾਂ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਘਬਰਾਉਂਦਾ ਤੱਤੀ ਅੱਗ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਘਬਰਾਉਂਦਾ ਬਰਖਿਆਂ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਘਬਰਾਉਂਦਾ ਗੋਲੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਘਬਰਾਉਂਦਾ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਦਲੇਰ ਹੈ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਆਏ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਚੱਲ ਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਅੰਬਾਲੇ ਜ਼ਿਲ੍ਹਾ ਅੰਬਾਲੇ ਜ਼ਿਲ੍ਹੇ ਤੋਂ ਬਲਾਣਾ ਪਿੰਡ ਬਲਾਣਾ ਜੰਗਲਾਂ 'ਚ ਇਕੱਲਾ ਹੀ ਬੈਠਿਆ 20-32 ਸਾਲ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਅੱਜ ਤੋਂ ਮੇਲਾ ਭਰਦਾ ਪਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਡਰਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਮੋਰਚਿਆਂ ਤੇ ਰਿਹਾ ਮੈਂ ਕਪੂਰੀ ਮੋਰਚੇ ਤੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋਇਆ ਮੈਂ ਦਲੇਰ ਹੁਣ ਦੇਖ ਲਓ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਮੋਰਚੇ ਆ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਧਰਮ ਵਿਰੁੱਧ ਮੋਰਚੇ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਹਾਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇੰਦਰਾ ਦੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਸੀ ਮੈਂ ਉਦੋਂ ਦਾ ਮੋਰਚੇ ਤੇ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹਰ ਮੋਰਚੇ ਨੌਕਰੀ ਵੀ ਕਰੀ ਆ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੀ ਇਹ ਉਸ ਸਮੇਂ ਦੇ ਮੋਰਚਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਮੋਰਚੇ ਦੇ ਫਰਕ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਬਹੁਤ ਫਰਕ ਹੁਣ ਚੋਰ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਆ ਜਿਤਨੇ ਵੀ ਹੈ ਸਾਰੇ ਚੋਰ ਆ ਬਸ ईमानदारी किसी के अंदर नहीं है ये सारे पाकिस्तानी आ इन्होंने लुट के इकट्ठा करना बंदे पीस देना गरीब तबके को बिजली का बिल नहीं दिया जाता बाकी खर्चा कितने से चलाऊगा महंगाई बढ़ा दी बैठे उत्थे दिहाड़ी थोड़ी तेल महंगा रेट कराया है नहीं किन्ने दिनों के डटे हुए उत्थे मैं तो जिदन दे लगे और उदन दे बैठे उदन दे आ रहे रोज आ रहे सवेरे आंदे शाम नूं जांदे पहले 1-2 दिन तक कहंदे भी गोलाबारी भी बहुत हुई है गोली भी चलदी रही है कल भी हुई
Now because a lot of people will not understand Punjabi, I'll tell you the salient features. First thing is that I want Yogi to resign, I want Modi to resign, and I want Khattar to resign. By that time this andolan will not stop. So how is Yogi's, Khattar's and Modi's recognition going to get you MSP? He says, I have participated in all the andolans. And do you have the hathiyar? Do you have the weapons to barricade and handle the police? He says, yes, we have the weapons and all to manage the barricades and manage the police. And I have been a part of all andolans. All their andolans, they were all Pakistanis, they were also, now we are all honest people. We are fighting for our rights. So you put a gun to Modi's hand and ask him to buy whatever I want to put and give me money for that. You put a gun to my future generation's hand and say, your future is gone, I want all the money for myself. What are we talking here, sir? What has it got to do with Yogi, Modi, and Khattar resigning? There's no issue in UP as such. Why should Modi resign? For the sake of God, why should Yogi resign? What has Yogi got to do with MSP of a farmer in Kisar? And he says, we'll go and fight. We'll go and we have the weapons. We have everything. Now, after this video, can anybody still doubt this is not political? He says, till the time will not go. Your meet and demands or not meet the demands. Now we want these 3 people to resign. Now, what do you tell? What do you tell? I am getting the JCBs. I am modifying the JCBs. I am modifying the tractors. There are 15 or 18 policemen who are fighting their life and death. There are 100 policemen injured. I am costing 600 crores a day. And I don't pay any tax. And I want everything and everything. I want you to leave WTO. I want you to give me your whole of the country's budget and give me subsidy. I will not pay anything. Your future generations go to dogs. I don't care. And now I want this Modi to resign. I want this Yogi to resign. I want the Khattar to resign. Matlab, does hypocrisy have a blatant name than this? And he started giving an interview to media. I am part of every Andolan. And if you see one more thing, most of the people which you will see Sree Iyer, they are aged people, 60, 70, 80, or maybe more. So what are these people? These people at this age do not work in farms. So you send a group of people to say they are old farmers, they're Garib Kisans, they are not, but these are the people who do not work in farms. They are being sent to protest, and what is happening at the back end, He says, we have all the weapons. Taiyari sab hai ji, sab hathiyar hai hamare paas. So what are we talking about here? They want a disaster to happen. They want this election to be scuttled. And they want this country to go down the drain. Farmer demands or destruction, that is what I'm saying. I don't know how many 1,000 crores this is. This will be more than your capital expenditure of the country, what they are demanding. So you make a budget and give everything to them. Phir khatam karo na. Why do we need a country here? Let's become the Venezuela. Let's become the Caracas of the world. The highest number of murders which happen in the world is Caracas. So there are people who are racing to make us Caracas. And because they think they can bring the JCBs and they have the disguise of a Kisan or a farmer, they can get away with anything. It's not the question here, will the government give demands or not? It's the question here. Will the future of our future generations be sold or traded off now? That is the question which is here. And well, the answer is it cannot be done. So you see, it is all political. I have taken you all through the paradigms, all 4 parts of the equation. Sree sir, it was, it is, and it will be political. And that is why political protests do not follow normal logic. Logic was given to them, they did not take. 1,80,000 crores. 180 lakh crores. I don't know how many $1 billion is that. 180 lakh crores. So, we can't spend anything on capital expenditure. We're out of WTO, we're out of everything. Forget 1 trillion economy dream. So we'll become Venezuela, we'll print notes and give it to people, and one day, where is Venezuela now? But we want a group of farmers who have JCBs and who have these 3.5 crore SUVs and who have those Fortuners and who have those modified tractors to be happy. They want them to be happy and contented because we are farmers. Let country go down the drain. That is what it is. And if this is not political, what else is political? What more evidence you want me to present that it's all political? It's all politically motivated. And let me tell you one last point because we're running out of time. Bhagwant Manji said that today, I will 𝗤𝗍𝙖 𝗍𝙐 𝗔𝙗. That means I will kick the share 10 times, but I don't want a Kisan to die. There's unfortunately one Kisan who lost his life, a young boy. I want to request you, Bhagwant Manji, you don't have to leave your chair. Nobody has to die. Tomorrow morning, do a press conference and announce whatever your demands of state of Punjab, Aam Aadmi Party government will do it from its own resources. One simple statement, it's done. All will be gone. You don't need Modi. Why do you need Modi? You can do it on yourself. No? You have a great model of governance, Arvind Kejriwal model of governance, which is out of this world. It's as great as the 𝗏 velocity of Jupiter. So if you combine both the two, you can settle this tomorrow morning. I would request the Honorable Chief Minister to kindly settle this. But these political talks, I'll 10 times throw the chair, I'll not let a Kisan die and all. The nation knows it, the world knows it, we all know it. But my problem is, sir, one day this will get violent. And it will get violent. Possible. It's all possible. The guy died from a shot. It's all possible. I don't know. I'm just saying I'm not happy because one innocent life is lost. That's all. I'm not saying who killed him or not, but You see how this game and how this card is being played. There will be violence and they will try to misuse this. But what I can gather, nobody will be let to go out on a rampage like last time what they did in ITO and what they did in Lal Killa. I have one more video which I didn't put right now, wherein one farmer says Lal Killa bhi hamara hai, haan jo humne last time kiya अच्छा किया फिर करेंगे. If that is the new normal, sorry, the country cannot work like this. And this time what I'm hearing, anybody who will try to get this JCB across won't make it alive. Namaskar.
Thank you so much. And let's have some questions answered today. Lakshmi Chatti wants to know, Sumitji, it is high time the government should seize the weaponized vehicles of so-called farmers, take stern action. Why is the government hesitating?
You see, government is trying to talk to them, and if the demands are legitimate, they're giving them the solutions. But if they still resort to violence, which you see with every day, their agenda is getting more and more exposed. Like this Mandrega thing, which is baffling to me. I don't know. I mean, I'm cultivating crops for more than 2 crores and I want to be covered with Mandrega. She said, do you beat it? Because you want to make the whole proportion unviable, na? And solution thodi chahiye apne ko. We want something to create, have the problem on. Who's interested in the solution here? So there will be a right time the action will be taken, because last time the country has seen is the world has seen. Who are the people behind it? And let me tell you again, remind you again, the money is being funnelized, whatever, sent or channelized or funded or whichever synonym you want to use is People's Republic of China. It's Chinese money behind this. It's a matter of time, we'll come and get all the proof. Maybe I get something, I'll show you. It's Chinese money behind this. Is China trying to fund, do all this tamasha?
Sarji, I have one small thing that I would like to present. I'm going to bring up that file and we all can take a look at that. Just give me 1 second here. I'm trying to bring it up. Let's take the next question. It'll take me a few more minutes. So let's take the next question. Yeah. Subramaniam Viswanathan says, how the government can handle such situation, particularly the thugs, when general elections are just around the corner?
You see, the best thing is awareness and exposure. Today, everybody in the country knows, what these people are up to. So there is no sympathy, which used to be 2 years back, kind of sympathy and empathy. Everybody knows what they are. And what are we doing? We are only giving the facts. For a PGurus channel or any other channel, we're giving the facts. I mean, why does a person making 1 crore of money needs to be covered under Mandreka? These are some of the potent questions which everybody has a right to ask. But this is happening. I need Mandreka. Huh? I have a 3.5 crore SUV, Sree sir. But मैं तो ये कहता हूँ, Sree sir, why don't you and me also be covered under Mandreka? Why do our viewers also not be covered under Mandreka? हमने क्या बुरा किया साहब? हमें भी तो दो Mandreka. At least I can get 21,000 rupees a month, while doing my work. She said, you can also get, and all these viewers who are watching, they should also get Mandreka, na? How does it matter? Why not? Right? And then my wife will also get a Mandreka. Your wife will also get a Mandreka. Right? Good life. Modi ji will pay. Kya problem hai? Modi ji to note sharp rahe na. He has a printing press in his basement. He will sharp and he will make. Let's race to make this country into Venezuela.
I have become invisible. I will become visible shortly. I don't know what I did, but I will become visible shortly. Let's take a quick look at this video. Things are getting really bad in China. They are seeing severe shortage of dollars. They have banned institutional investors from trading in the first half an hour as well as the last half an hour of a trading day. Normally, 80% of the business takes place in these 2 half an hours. The first half hour, because people do a lot of bookings over the night when the markets are closed, and those things get unwound and a trend is set. So people want to be able to jump early, and then at the end of the day, they want to unwind their positions. Especially, remember, in stock market, you buy on the rumor and sell on the news. And with this ban, essentially the trading volumes are going to come down drastically. And that means that China is somehow trying to make it harder and harder So it got cut off because there was a 1 minute limit. It's getting it harder and harder for institutional investors to even do trading, which means they can't take out their money. First gaya hai paisa. Yeah.
We've been running our series for so many months, and we've been telling you how China is dying with every week. I think we are the only channel who is reporting it on a weekly basis with facts, figures, and data. Now, what we have been telling it, the effects are now out in the open. I mean, we have been talking about the Pakistan the same, but one day the effects come out. So, coming back to our topic, this is what is happening here. Mala Sree sir, what about Mandreka and Narega for you and me? हमको भी दे दो ना 21,000 रुपए महीना. We should also get.
My dog also wants Manrega. My dog also wants Manrega because he's guarding the place, and he also, he wet in some places. He makes it rain in some places so that those places are parched. They can also get some water. So he says, okay, I'm also contributing. I'm also a farmer. I want Manrega too.
नहीं हमें और all the viewers watching this should also get Manrega. क्यों नहीं? They must be also contributing into nation somewhere, ना? Why Manrega? तो मोदी जी को बोलो कि भाई नोट छापने का मशीन लाओ and put it all your basement and print trucks and trucks of note and in morning send them out. सबको Manrega मिलेगा. You see how dangerous.
Next one, please. Yeah. Next one, please. Karthik Vishwanathan wants to know, Tikat says we have to get out Delhi from all four sides. Why this rascal is out? He is no farmer. His net worth is no less than 80 crores.
More than 80 crores. I think it's more than 80 crores. Some people say it's up to 400 crores. And supposedly he's a retired constable from Delhi police. Jadoo hota hai, jadoo. Yeah. And I'm telling you, Karthik ji.
Happens only for them. They can't make it happen for others though.
Only for them, na. I see Jayant Chaudhary had joined NDA. Nothing is going to happen in Western UP, and because of ethanol blending and all, the Ganna Kisan of Western UP is very happy. If they had to come to Delhi, they would have come to Delhi by now. They are not going to make it. So this man wants to be still relevant in the news and media. So he keeps on giving these bayan, ye karenge, wo karenge. Par yaad rakhna ek baat. जिसने देश को लूटा है उसको लौटाना पड़ेगा. और करण अर्जुन आएंगे, पर इलेक्शन के बाद आएंगे. करण अर्जुन ईडी सीबीआई आएंगे पर इलेक्शन के बाद आएंगे. तो सबका नंबर आएगा, निश्चिंत रहो. और करण अर्जुन भी आएंगे. दे दो अभी बेटा, दे दो स्टेटमेंट, दे दो खूब स्टेटमेंट दो.
Aditya Prakash wants to know, Jai Shri Ram, sir, now that it has become apparent that the Indian public is not with this support, what is preventing the government from enacting UAPA on the violent elements here?
It will be. It's a matter of time. It will be. You have to give it a fair chance. It doesn't happen then. भाई देखो पहले होती है बात, मुलाकात, उसके बाद लात. You don't start with लात, बात and मुलाकात. बात, मुलाकात और थर्ड नंबर पे आती है लात. So बात और मुलाकात चल रही, फिर लात का टाइम भी आएगा. क्या करोगे तब? You see, हल्द्वानी में, I wanted to share one thing interesting. This writer whose Garib ki Jhomdi was, bulldozed and he was taken out from, he had nowhere to live. The writer-in-chief of Haldwani, he has Rolex watches in his home. He has scotch. He has expensive perfumes. Garib hai sir. And police had to take out 6 truckloads of saman from his house for confiscation. 6 truckloads. Garib aadmi hai, jhopdi mein rehta bechara. Bahut garib hai. This is how garib they are. This is the reality of the protest at the end of the day.
Next question, please. Magnet Ranga wants to know, Jai Shri Ram, what is preventing the government of India from exposing the people and parties behind the farmers' protest? This could stop further toolkits.
मुझे लगता है केजरीवाल जी को 7वें नंबर का समन भेज दिया है. 7th. Today the 7th summon has been sent by ED. Karan Arjun.
Well, that brings us to a close of today's program. We'll be back in half an hour to talk about our favorite neighbor, Pakistan. So stay tuned, come right back. And before that, let's get the blessings of Lord Shiva. Over to you, Sumit ji.
Sir, thank you very much. Like, share and subscribe because that is what we need. Bharat Mata ki jai, Vande Mataram and Har Har Har
Har Har Har Mahadev.